We're going to look at a Mumby catamaran build.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Oh my
Nice to meet you.
God.
In here.
Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Also made hatches up there.
Oh yeah.
So somebody that's never built a boat, you know.
Have you had any experience?
No,
Wow.
no, zero. What's your thought on the step into the boat? Yes or no?
So you haven't
Pro or con?
put floor down yet, have you? You're going to have a wood floor or
Cork.
cork?
Yeah.
How much how thick?
5 mil.
All right.
5 or 6 mil.
You're talking about the
Yeah.
step
So
down.
you see those bent pieces?
Yeah.
That will be the step. So halfway.
Really?
So a lot of them have it, but people say when you go out, if you step on the step first, the tendency to hit your head is much higher
I think
than if you come straight out.
probably true.
But going in, it's kind of nice. See, this way you're kind of avoiding that.
True.
But with the step, if you don't pay attention,
That might get you one day too.
probably.
But yeah.
Going in, it's nice because you don't step down as much. But I think, yeah, you don't have on yours, right?
No.
Yeah. So
But
there's.
ours is not as high because that's what I did. Yours looks similar to ours, but I got Tim to lower this floor.
Oh, really?
So this was a little higher.
Yeah, I thought these were kind of.
Because I felt, got your knees up around your ears when you're sitting in the cockpit. So he lowered this. It reduced my fuel a little bit, but he just made the tanks wider.
Oh, well, okay.
So yeah, I don't have that depth so much. I've got about that much.
Not. That would have been a good idea to have the floor a little lower.
Something you could have told me.
I just got to put. I got to put thicker cushions on here to be higher.
Yep.
And then, oh yeah. So this is probably going to go in here where you can plug in, like the smart plug.
Okay.
Have it in here so you can plug short if you ever need it. Plug it in here, and then that's going to go down to the isolation transformer.
Okay.
So that's kind of that. And then, I mean, this one thing we did is in the floors. Do you have anything here to like? Oh, you just lift it up.
We got a hole.
You got a hole in it? Yeah, I haven't decided on that yet. But in here, the floors here are just 3 mil floor by design.
Yep.
We added a lot of everywhere
Right.
to straighten it out because it was really,
Okay.
So we stiffened the boat up a lot doing that. Adds a little bit of weight, but it's not horrible.
Yeah.
Then the reason why I want to be able to take this whole thing out, if I ever want to put it, like stick the outboard in here,
Yeah.
I have a little more room for that.
Yeah.
And then we had to like do that to hold the shape a little better.
Sure.
So there's a lot of little stuff that you can either do it or not, and it adds time obviously if you do that. And the hand filing too. That's overkill, but And then these just came today. What do you use to attach your Dyneema to the rudder arm, the rudder bar? Is it just a Dyneema right on it, or do you have little?
So you're using Dyneema. So mine's stainless cable.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is original. It's never been replaced.
So the stainless goes right in, and you just have an attachment point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to use these, to hold it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, will. Yeah.
And then this is, inside where the chain is. So I didn't know which size is better for it. So
yeah, probably those. Yeah.
Smaller ones.
Yeah, the small.
Probably use those on the lifelines or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, so
All right, let's have a look.
and then there's just the expensive snake,
Wow.
20-footer. Costs as much as the welder.
$250. Serious?
Oh yeah, those are expensive.
Wow.
But it's nice. We never, once we're up here, sometimes we had to put it up on a table, but we can reach everywhere on the boat, all the way to the front.
Okay.
And so this is the priciest investment here.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a TIG welder over there, which is, those things are like $1,000 or $900, but these things will run up to about $5,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do want to have a good welder. Like some people think they can build this with a little hobby welder.
Nah.
Even though it's a lot of 4 mil stuff, but when you have to weld in like a chain plate that's 20 mil something, you got to you need some heat.
Yeah.
So this is kind of, I mean, the interior is more or less what it's going to be as far as that goes.
So it's pretty standard.
And then the nav desk is pretty much, you know, you put in panels and you're done with it. That's for the fridge down there, that cubby.
Yep.
And then there's a lot, again, like we're switching over to doing the fit outs. Like these are all the through holes and you know, tank fills and stuff.
Is that the Kiwi stuff?
Yeah, New Zealand.
Yep.
Yeah, the True Design.
True Design, that's right.
It's so in the US, Gemlux is they're the only rep for them. So they put their own stamp on it, but it's True Design.
Yeah.
And then so as far as floors goes, that's one thing we do a little different. So we're going to use this stuff. It's called Edura. So this is made from recycled material, and it's really light. And we're going to go mostly 1/2 inch. Yeah. And you can either have 1 layer fiber or 2 on each side. And then so these are going to be the floors and also some cabinetry and stuff. But they're super popular right now, so we have to wait a little. But it's, I mean, as you can tell, it's super light, and it's.
Is it cheap?
No, it's not cheap, but it's not crazy. Like it's you know, and they work with you. Like if you know we're a boat builder, you know, retrofit washing, so it's. I think you know, good marine plywood is not cheap either.
Yeah.
So, and then on top of that, it's going to be the cork.
Yeah.
Which adds insulation.
Because since being in Mexico, when all the moisture has gone out of our wooden floors, they're all woo.
Oh, really?
And you're walking around, bang, 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 because they're all.
Okay. Well, these are not gonna. These are closed core cell foam, so they're not gonna soak anything up.
Yeah.
So as far as what you say, where you store your top of the door and all that.
Yeah.
So this part here, the side's gonna be open. You can put all the windows and all that slides in here.
Nice.
So from the side, and that's the TV.
From that way.
On the bottom part, yeah.
Oh, down the bottom. Yeah, nice.
So that's for storage for that, and then here's your TV console.
What are you doing?
This is going to be your, you know, technical whatever's behind the wheel.
Yep.
And I made it where it's just 2 doors. The whole thing, I want it to be able to access real easy.
Yeah.
You know, the solar charge controller going to be in here, autopilot, all that stuff. And, you know, we'll see where everything goes. But, and then I don't know if you can tell when you're in here as far as the room goes, if it's much different. But it should have lifted everything. Not the center. That should be the same.
The center's the same?
Yeah. But when you go to the sides.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's fine.
It lifts it up. And also a little bit on the front.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, other guys have done that too.
Yeah. I know James lifted the whole thing up.
Did he?
And I kind of left that alone, but by standing the walls up, it should have you know, give you a little more.
Yeah.
And I figure where you sit down is, you know. So as far as bench seat heights, these are taller.
Right.
Instead of like 310 mil, I went to like 400.
Okay.
Because the batteries I have, they're server rack batteries, and there's 6 of them. And to have 2 go in underneath, I need it to be a little higher.
Sure. So they'll go where? The batteries?
They're going to go right there. There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
So we need to be able to put 2, like 2 on top, like, you know, stack them.
Yeah.
And the height of them, we had to go a little higher with the whole thing. And they're 3.15 kilowatt or something. Wow. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But they're 100 pounds a piece, so.
Yeah.
But that's why I want them right by the mast. So we stick them in there.
Yep.
And I also created a bit of a channel behind for everything. You'll see down there where all the wiring and water, I can go side to side with it.
Yes.
Easy access.
Yep.
And yeah, but pretty much, you know, what's going to be, I mean, we're going to do a whole lot more in here. Still got to put all the little latches on here. Those are hard to find for a decent price around here. They got some nice ones that are $50 a piece, but
yeah. Well, those, if you come up with something better, let me know, because I'd love to get rid of the ones I got. They're chromed bronze, and they cause corrosion all around.
So here's something. The problem is it's a little time consuming, but these came with something that you can screw in.
Yeah.
So I made these out of aluminum. So if you would, let's see, I can weld these on here.
Yeah.
That can be welded, and then you have this is still screwed in, but it can catch this.
Yeah.
and pull it down. So you don't screw anything in here. You got a welded piece. But
Yes.
it takes a long time to make these things, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But it would be a solution, and then just here you still have screws.
What is that?
This is just
What's it
stainless.
made of? Stainless?
316 stainless.
All right.
Yeah, you can put a little, G10 something underneath, but you still have.
It's the screws themselves.
Well, if you do Tef gel, or Duralac, that should, hopefully eliminate it.
Well, in theory, that's what
In
they
theory,
used.
yeah. But at least I'll have something welded here, and
True.
so
Yeah, because I got four screws here, 4 screws here.
Yeah.
And corrosion.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have corrosion here and not here. So, half as much, but it's almost impossible. I think if you're diligent about putting Tef gel or Duralac, stuff like that on here, you can prevent a lot of it, because it does, prevent any moisture getting in.
Yeah.
If and Tef gel, once it's on, it's on.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really wash away. Oh yeah, here's the other one that, like these horizontal tees or flat bar, whatever you put in. If I build it again, I will put that in before I start welding up the boat, because we had some curving going on, and then we had to put these in, and you put these big docks in with a wedge, and you got to pound them back into shape, which works. Obviously, aluminum is very malleable, but it was something that if you do it from the get-go,
Yeah.
I love it. Same there. We put stuff across that way to keep that bedroom wall straight.
Yeah.
And on that side, it's on the other side. But
And that's the difficulty with alley, isn't it? It just warps with the amount of heat.
it moves. Yeah,
it
yeah.
just warps.
When we built this and we had the supports in here, and then once it was welded up, I put two supports in that to the floor, and I started cutting them out. Once you do the last cut, it's like a big bang.
Bang.
Boom, and it's just like whoa. Yeah, it's and then between summer, winter, everything. Even the deck looks a little different in the winter, like nice and tight. In the summer, you see a little more of that.
Yeah.
With the paint, you won't see it, but
Yeah.
it moves. It moves. I mean, that's the one thing. It's great that I did build it, so I kind of know about that, and you learn a lot about like where it moves, how much it moves.
Yeah.
I think it's a great material to work with. It's fairly easy. Like if you like a steel boat, that's a whole other
Yeah.
ball game as far as making it. It's just tougher to work with.
Steel.
Well,
Yeah.
different tools.
Yep.
You can't just put it through a skill saw that you use to cut timber with.
Yeah. True.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and it's a lot of curves everywhere. He loves the curves.
Yes.
And those are a bit of a challenge with what we had here.
Right. Yeah. Can I go down?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Watch where you're stepping here, baby.
So here, this is going to be just a closet, and then this is going to be actually just a little desk.
Yep.
I'm going to plan on putting a little screen, and if you want to work here, look at YouTube and see how it's done.
Yes.
And then
School of YouTube.
And then these are the two trays for the AC units. There's one on each.
Right.
Yeah, so we welded those in. And then the ducting is going to go under the stairs into here.
Okay.
And then it's going to come up. We'll have to build something for the air duct to come up. But as you can see, we kind of stopped here. And then this whole area here is going to be to run stuff down and left and right. And I put 2 access hatches into the water tanks.
Yep.
And also, I stopped the tank right there. I didn't go all the way around.
Right.
So that way I can get to it.
Sure. Yeah.
I lose a couple of gallons, but
Yeah, that's right.
By the way, do you know where does your vent hose lead from there?
So up to the filler port's here somewhere. Yeah, just next to it.
Okay.
But it's a little, it's like a tiny little Dorade bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah. You ever get any water in there?
No, I guess
Never
it
taste
does,
salty?
but never taste salty. The only reason it's salty is because the water maker's broken,
Oh,
But
yeah.
no, yeah, that's right. It's just a.
I know some people just make a loop and put it into the bilge, and if it ever does overflow, you have fresh water in the bilge. But that's interesting.
Well, all right. So, problem we have, our starboard side water tank, if we overfill it, it's leaking somewhere, from up here somewhere.
Oh, really? So you got...
And I don't have these access. I got one. Yeah, there is
it
one.
It has one by design.
Riveted. And down, because I went down to here with my water tanks.
Oh, wow.
And then I've got a big plastic port that I can get my arm in.
Does that stick out of the floor?
It does. So he had to route out
The floor.
the floor. Just
Okay.
Yeah.
So you come all the way to here?
Yeah, I did.
That's some big water tanks.
Yeah, I thought, well, why not? It's just wasted space.
Yeah.
And I don't fill them. Like with the water maker working, we just run
So
that.
what, like 80 gallons or something?
Total?
So this is 50 or a little under 50, but
I worked on 300 liters a side.
okay. So yeah, that's about, that's big.
Yeah. On the big passages, it's nice to have extra.
Yeah, in case the water maker does go out.
Exactly.
Do you ever use the rain catchment at all?
Yes.
You do?
We do. So just down into the back seats.
Yeah.
Just put a jerry can under there.
Well, I was planning on putting like a little filter and then have a little, a T or something where you can test the water. And then if it's good, you can flip a valve and bring it through the V's on the floor, bring it into the tank.
Yeah.
Some people said, it never tastes right and all that. But I might just put it into that one and then you have the other one, from the water maker or something like that.
Yeah. We'll just have a chlorine filter, a carbon filter under.
Yeah, whatever you drink is anyways. You want to go forward or after?
Sure.
Forward.
Let's go.
So this is your, normal bedroom. This is about to be,
Yep.
So the way I'm going to have this is going to have 2 steps here on the side.
Okay.
And have this kind of a big closet type of thing. So it's a little more storage.
Yeah.
But it's enough. Oh, look at that. There's enough room for a queen size bed in here.
Yep.
And you can see how the walls, we ended up straightening them out with all these T's on the other side.
Right.
And then that cool blue marine compressor is going to go down here. And this is going to be a fridge freezer on this side.
Ah.
And that's one of the guest rooms. And then the bathroom is going to be standard with sink, toilet, shower.
I'm always concerned what's happening under here.
So do you also have those big access? You can stick a hose in there and rinse it out?
No, I don't. But what I've done, I've put a through hull, 1/2-inch through hull, so I can stick the nose of the hose.
Yeah.
The nose of the hose. Straight down there and try and rinse. And I've only got drain holes this big.
So I do have the drain holes on the bottom.
Yeah.
You can probably see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one on each side.
That's all I got, yeah.
So the other holes are made so I can stick a hose in and rinse it out on both sides of the keel. That's based on Tim's. He says just 2 holes, stick a hose in and wash it out. Yeah, you can't get to it. And then, the shower drain, it's a 1-inch. That's welded, that's TIG welded in, so that's permanent.
Yep.
And then do you have a valve to empty the black water tank on this side?
It's on the wall. Because
the valve's on the other side, and then you just have the handle?
That's right.
Is it a normal, regular valve, or?
Yeah.
Is it like a...
Store-bought? Yeah.
Not like a specially long handle or anything?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just mounted on the other side of this bulkhead, and the handle comes through a hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that. And then out the side.
Yeah.
Is your through hull like just below the water line, or?
It's pretty much on the water line.
I've been told like you want to put
heavy.
it. Well, people say you want for the black water, gray water, you want it like right either at or below. You don't want it to be up above it, and you're gonna have to smell and all that.
Yeah. We've never had a problem with smell.
Well, if you have it like a foot above it.
Then you have stains. Yeah, sure. That's right. But it is another hole, right? On or below the waterline that you really don't want. And the hosing, that big hose, whatever, 2 inches, just goes really stiff. And you've got 2 hose clamps on it, and you're cranking it down, but you feel like
it doesn't
Doesn't
Yeah,
feel
I mean,
very
one
right.
option I was looking at is maybe like right at the water line or even a little bit, weld a piece of pipe,
Oh,
weld it on,
yeah.
and bring it up above the water line, and
Yeah.
then have either hose, or some people say if you can use rigid PVC pipe, that will
Right.
never go, never smell.
Yeah.
But then somewhere half in between, I need the ball valve to empty the tank
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So I haven't finished my, thoughts on exactly how I want to do that.
Did you think about welding in all your skin fittings through holes?
Yes. So this one here, for example, is going to be the transducer,
Yep.
and because they have, it's upside down, so they have that little flap.
Yeah.
So when you're like on the way, you can take your transducer
Sure.
out and put a plug in, and this is supposed to minimize water
Yeah.
coming in. So these, I can't really weld them in,
No.
but we do cut them out bigger, and then Doppler plate, and then
plate.
recess them in. And I'm going to do that with, there's a transducer only, there's a transducer temperature and speed on the other side. And then the ones in the back for raw water are going to be the same as this. But everything else, I'm thinking about welding them in and just connecting a hose and standard valve or something. So yeah, I was going to do like weld them all, but again, every change you make, it adds a lot more time to the build.
Sure. Because I'm still working on my 10-year-old nylons, and out of the water at the moment. We did this about 4 years ago.
Do they look like they need replacement?
They don't.
But they're hard to
they
get.
do wobble. You can
really?
flex them. You can flex them.
Okay.
So, I'm out of the water. I'm giving them a good,
Yeah.
not too hard because you don't want to break them. And that's all I can go on.
So you might have to cut them out and put new ones in.
Well, and if I did, I was going to go that true design. They look good. And they're not expensive, the through hole.
I was surprised, like the other one here that you can get is Marlon.
Yeah.
And they're pricey.
They are. And these glass fiber reinforced true design. They're pretty
Well, the Marlon are also, but again, more money for, The one thing they do have ones where the pickup is on a 90, right? They have a few more options.
Sure.
But these are, these have a really good rep, so.
Yes.
And the other thing that I made a little different is the zinc boxes. So I welded in solid 25 mil aluminum plugs, and I tap and drilled into it. So you can actually screw it on. So it doesn't come, there's no screw going through them. So they're totally enclosed.
Yeah, I've got stainless bolts here.
Yeah, I don't. Well, bolts into it, right? Because you need to have that electrical connection. Yeah. But they don't come through. Yeah. And I ordered, it's called nav alloy. So they're aluminum.
Yep.
But that nav alloy, I don't know how good they are, but they're supposedly good in fresh, brackish, and salt water. Okay. So, not that I plan on sailing in a lake, but it's supposed to be the new thing, and I think they say the Navy uses it. Yeah, like another thing, I don't know if you ever, I'm sure you've seen it on your boat, but as far as boat building goes, something I didn't know is, when people think they can build it themselves. Yeah. First of all, how you have to stagger seams, you can't have them. You couldn't have a seam go all the way up. You have to stagger them. Even on the bottom, they're about 2 inches apart. See where the two plates come together? Yeah. And then the other thing is what we call the rat hole. You need that so you can weld through. And then based on standards, you also have to cross your T. Once that's done, you got to go across. Right. Just little details about how to weld that I didn't know, but when you ask if a DOIer can do it, if you know that stuff, but if you don't, I'm sure the boat's not going to fall apart, but it's not the correct way to do it.
Sure. And, I mean, there's so many.
It's a lot.
Things to learn. I mean,
you never stop. I've been at it, every day for 2 years, and it's there's a lot to it. Yeah. I mean, it's fun because I am passionate about it, but like I said, for me, it's a one-time deal, and that's it. Because at 11, Tim says, second time is easier. I'm like, there'll be no second time. Which is true. If I build another one, you can do it in way less time.
Well, Ben, his brother, he welded mine up.
Yeah, I did talk to him a long time ago. Yeah.
So he does them in 6 months by himself in Australia.
I asked him about that. He goes, look, he goes, I timed it and all that. I said, what's realistic? He goes, 2 people, 9 months or so. But that's meaning you know what you're doing. Like you've done one.
Yes.
If you haven't done one,
Yeah.
it adds so much because you're looking at the plans, you're trying to figure it out. It takes a lot. It adds a lot of time.
Sure.
And he goes, don't do 7 days. Don't do everything. He goes, don't make that mistake. He goes, you can do 6, but you got to take 1 day off. Otherwise, you drive you crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got some good info from him. And as you can see, we had some warping,
Right.
relief cuts,
Yeah.
just to get it straight again. So all little techniques.
Jeez.
So this is the big Bertha back over here.
Okay. Steady. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gonna look a little different. So this has got a few things that are unique. So that's a 38 horsepower diesel Nanny, which is a Kubota, very bare, no electronics, super simple.
Yep.
And then the bracket is, so it's a hybrid. There's a combi electric 15 kilowatt electric motor.
Wow.
And this big round thing you see is the magnetic clutch.
All right.
So you got this big bracket, the electric engine's up in here.
Okay.
You want to take a peek in there.
Yeah.
So that one gets mounted on top of the bracket, and then it has these right here.
What is it, a belt? Yeah.
A little belt. And then with the magnetic clutch, you can disengage the shaft. So
Right.
you can run your diesel,
Yeah.
it turns your electric engine, it's a generator,
Yeah.
and the prop doesn't spin.
Yeah.
And then if you want to drive the boat, you just,
Oh.
engage if it's not activated, if it's not powered, then it's always connected.
Yeah.
When you put power on it,
Sure.
it disconnects. So
Yep.
hence the magnetic part. But so you can use it as driving the diesel, driving an electric, be a generator, or you can have a regeneration from sailing. There's a big a control box that will open the prop up, like it spins it, and then it starts spinning on its own by movement to the water, and it generates.
Yep.
But this was a headache and a half because they didn't tell us that the magnetic clutch has no thrust bearing. Like it cannot push or pull the boat.
Right.
So we're like, oh, okay. Then we had to see that big plate welded in.
Yeah.
Then we had to do what's called an aqua drive, which is there's a coupling. So this gets bolted on the end here, goes through here. So that's your thrust bearing right here. And then you got your coupling that goes through here. And then after here is going to be a shaft that is not here because the machinist has it.
Okay.
But what it is, it's a CV joint.
Yeah.
So it can take any kind of misalignment.
Yep.
So this is aligned. So now the engine alignment's a piece of cake.
Yep.
Because we got that CV shaft.
Yeah.
But the boat needs to be pushed and pulled here because this couldn't handle it.
Is that right?
So then we had to add a foot. We had to bring everything back, add it, bigger engine mount,
So
push
move
it
it all
off.
forward.
And
Jeez.
it's been, and we had to have a couple of parts machined to make the connection.
Okay.
And, but it's all figured out and done now, but it's, as you can tell, it's not a little 30 horsepower sitting here. It's way out,
Sure.
So the way this layout's going to change is the bed's going to go this way.
Yep.
So queen size and goes to the little past the end of the engine. And then you have not that much standing room, but
Yeah.
it's a bedroom.
Well, yeah, you don't need to stand
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
So that's this side. The other side is electric only.
So this is much longer than ours. Is that right?
It is 200 mil. Yeah.
Right.
That's 2/3 of a foot.
Feels big.
Yeah, so that bulkhead was pushed 100 mil that way, 4 inches. And then in here we added 4 inches. So that bulkhead needed to be redesigned as far as a little bit
Right.
size-wise. So Tim actually sent me a new a new file, and I gave it to the
Yeah.
people that cut it out for us.
Huh.
And
Very cool.
yeah, but other than that, it's
What are you, inch and a quarter?
inch and a quarter. Yeah.
Mine's an inch, but yeah.
Yeah.
And what sort of props you gonna have?
They're 3-blade Gory folding,
Okay.
16.5 inch.
Yep.
I think 13 pitch or something like that.
Yeah.
They're on there.
Okay.
It's when the boat's beached, and they're folded, it's about 40 mil
Yeah.
below. It's not much, but that was also
Where you put the sand.
just
back.
aligning those. I spent like a week aligning these things and trying to figure out and it's you know, it's an experience. But this thing with the brackets, this is pretty heavy. Just taking this apart and getting it onto the bracket, and then we had to press it back in.
Mm-hmm.
It's all things that, you know, not even the company had a whole lot of instructions. I mean, you have to call the Netherlands. I midnight call them, and you know, they're helpful, but the rep here in the US was not helpful.
Right.
And there hasn't been one in North America that has the system in. So I asked him, I go, because there's a lot of hiccups.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a great system, but man, the support in the US, the guys, it's not good.
Yeah,
And I told them that they're going to work on it.
Right.
There's another guy in Glendale down LA that has one of these in, like the 80 horsepower with 25 kilowatt.
Okay.
Same as Delos.
Yeah.
So I ordered this one a long time ago, and then I saw recently that Brian from Delos has it, and I think he has it where they have a thrust system in it, and I don't. So I had to put this thing in.
Sure.
I'm not too, you know, it's a lot of extra work, and these things are expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, an aqua drive is $1,300, and we have, you know, the electric engine also doesn't have a thrust bearing in it. You have to have the same thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a lot of extra down the road, and I ordered these in late 23.
Right.
You know, and we just get all the parts together, and we have to make some stuff.
Yeah.
And it adds probably, the Yanmar you have are like 300 pounds.
Yeah, I get beta. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You do have the
Yeah.
red. But yeah, the little Yanmars are about 300.
Yeah.
This one's about 330 or so, 40. But this is heavy, stainless.
Right.
This is heavy. So we're almost double.
Okay.
Close to double.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that extra length in here will help me a little bit with
Absolutely.
you know, not being too heavy on the back.
A little more forward there.
And then on the other side, we had to put stuff in to make up for the weight. So you'll see all the stuff that I'm putting in there.
Let's have a look at that.
We'll see. You know, I mean, we're kind of the guinea pig with this here.
Yeah. Well, Tim likes guinea pigs because
I know. So this you see in here, those tubes.
Oh yeah, what's that?
So that's a keel cooler for the electric engine.
Oh.
So the diesel still is going to get a through hole right here with normal cooling like you have. But here we're going to go in, we'll bridge it and come back out. So the coolant's going through the tubes and then through the electric engine.
Yeah, right.
I just thought of it in my head and said, well, let's split it, you know, piece of pipe, and we'll see if it's going to work.
In these frigid waters, it'll work well, I think.
Yeah. Well, I do plan on heading south.
Yeah.
I guess since we were in the back, we might as well,
Be careful, babe.
for a little comparison. Same thing, the keel coolers.
Yeah.
So this here is going to have electric only.
Right.
And that's the one right there. So that's a 15 kilowatt electric engine. And then we had to put the same brackets for the aqua drive.
Yeah.
To push and pull the boat. Here, I made this a little bigger. It's going to have an actual hatch.
Mm-hmm.
So in there is going to be the water boiler.
Yep.
This here is the hydronic system.
So how does it? I've heard of it, but have no clue what it means.
So you got a diesel pick up and return, and then you have an exhaust on there. Then you have, with this, there's a control, electric control box.
Yeah.
There's a manifold for hot water, for the water. It's a coolant, but it heats it up. It uses the diesel tank that we'll bring in through here.
Yeah.
It's gonna sit right here.
Yeah.
And then you have zones. I have one for here, this hall, one for the salon.
Yeah.
One for the other hall, one for the hot water boiler in here,
Yeah.
and then the one for the cockpit, so you can flip them around.
So they're little diesel burners. Is that what they are?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Instead of pushing hot air, they push a fluid.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a coolant
Yeah.
through pipes, and then wherever you want the hot air, for example, you have a little unit that has like a radiator type.
Yeah.
And then there's a fan behind it, and it blows it through that like radiator and blows hot air into the boat. And and then it goes through the boiler and heats the water that way.
Yeah.
So it's not cheap, but people around here, because it's cold, they have a lot of them have them up here.
Sure.
And I mean, people that live off grid have those for houses.
Right.
It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not too crazy, but so that's going to go on here with all the manifolds and control boxes.
Yeah.
The electric motor's got a big control box.
Right.
And let's see. This is going to be the water maker.
Right.
And then the pump is a pretty heavy duty thing. It's huge.
Yeah.
I think it's 40 gallon, 50 gallon an hour.
Right.
Then we got the isolation transformer. It's going to live here. So shore power coming in here.
Yep.
And I put it here because I wanted the weight.
Yeah,
to get the.
Yeah.
And then the filter for the water maker's all here. And then one of the AC units is going to sit right here under this.
Right.
And then same thing, the bed is going to go that way.
Yeah.
So this is going to be all like technical compartment down here.
Yep.
You can see we kind of started with the storage, and it's going to continue that way.
Okay.
I just kind of, you sit in here, you kind of look at things, and
Yeah.
okay, this is how it's going to work or could work. And pretty similar again. Just the thing under the bed makes less noise, hopefully.
Yes.
That's why this is going to be mine.
Yes. Very cool.
And then you're familiar with this space.
Yeah, it looks pretty similar.
So we haven't done this yet because we just got the black water tank in.
Yeah.
So on this side, the tank's going to live behind
Okay.
the dagger board. And then this is going to be your stove.
Yep.
And then, closet just like you have, whatever,
Yeah.
We'll put
We've
in
got nothing up, but some guys do.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it up to here. I'm going to keep that for the stove.
Yeah.
But then here, I want to have
Yeah.
some storage and all that.
Yeah.
Sink over here.
That's it. So the drain height for the through hull is right on the water line, and
Really?
there's just no space. Because the sink is pretty deep, I guess, and you
Okay.
got this much space to get it overboard. And it's always gurgling because it's under, it's half underwater, so it's always all night. Yeah.
Do you think it would make sense to bring it over a bit so it has further to travel before it starts to bubble up?
Possibly. I don't know why. I'm just trying to think mine. And I want to change mine because, well, for one, I want to put it above the waterline. It's
Higher. Makes sense.
just a couple
I
inches.
wonder
you know?
if you have the sink here, if you would come out instead of going down, if you come out and then keep it a little closer to, but you're higher up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I kind of have to figure out. I just made it a big space. I don't know what kind of sink I'm going to drop in.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do have to make a decision soon on that.
Yeah.
And then the reason I got the black water tank here is because the toilet's going to be right there.
Oh, really? Just here?
So that's the toilet actually.
Yep. Yep.
It's going to go right here. I already test fitted. It's a bit on an angle. It barely intrudes into the it might stick a couple inches in.
Yeah.
But it sits right here, and I can use the black water tank right there. And then the sink is going to be here, and whatever the cabinet thing. And here I'm going to put a full size wash machine.
Yep.
That's why I made this hatch so big.
Ah, yeah.
Because it wouldn't fit through the door. I measured what a full size one or normal size one and couldn't get it through the door. So I'm like, well, we got to put a bigger hatch up here. So this is actually 700 mil across. So it's pretty big. But yeah, it's going to either sit here or here.
Yeah.
And there's some storage in here.
Yeah.
And that is going to be shower only.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest shower in a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Can you put a
You know what? You probably could put a bathtub in there if you wanted to.
Yeah, if it's just shower.
Yeah, it should be jacuzzi.
Yeah, hey, you know. But yeah, so I figured, you know, since I'm going to be on it for a while, I might as well make it a big
Yeah.
yeah. And this toilet is a bit of a luxury buy. It's electric. You can do salt and fresh water. It's the Marine Elegance.
Right.
It's pricey,
Yeah.
but they're nice. They're like in a regular household.
Yeah.
And I was surprised, like, you know, they're fairly good fit in here. So
Good.
that's the idea here. And then you can see the two access holes for the stick a hose in.
Yep.
And yeah, so that's kind of like, you know, when we built that, I just kind of in my head had it how I kind of wanted it, and we just kind of roughly placed things. And you know, the other side of this is that what I call the garage.
Yeah.
Which, if it was 4-bedroom, you just push this further up.
That's right. Yeah.
But I go, I'm gonna make it. This is going to be bathroom for me and wash machine.
Yeah.
We'll see, you know.
We love the laundry. Oh, got to get a new one, but it did last 6-7 years.
That's not bad.
Front loader. Yeah, that's our dilemma right now. We're going to buy a new inverter because we can't buy 220 appliances.
Even out of Mexico?
Easily. No, they're 120.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, you know, having a big battery bank of 48, I probably never really have to plug in anyways. 3,000 watts of solar should be okay.
Yeah.
And I can always run the diesel for a whole generation.
Yes.
So yeah, so I plan on wiring everything 110 and 220. 48 as much as I can, like the windlass is 48, the AC units are 48. I could have gotten a pump for the water maker, but then it would have been way more money. And so I am going to have a DC to DC to 24. So far, I've been able to stay away from 12.
Yeah.
And I think I probably should be able to stay away from it. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But throw another little DC to DC in it somewhere.
Yeah.
Plus the combi engines came with the electric control box.
Yeah.
And I open it up, and there is actually a 48 to 12 DC to DC,
Right.
like a Victron in there.
Yeah.
I could always go in there and, you know, grab some.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Nice
we're
work,
yeah,
man. Jeez.
you caught us just at the very end before we could start doing hopefully some paint soon.
Yeah.
And you probably haven't seen behind this on yours because you got insulation on it.
Yeah. Well, I saw it when it was being built, but yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
So you were
remember
there
it
for
now.
that. Yeah, we still got a
Yeah.
lot of cleanup to do, some wire brushing to get rid of the smoke.
Sure.
I've seen some builds where they don't clean it. I was
Right.
like, whoa. Yeah, there's quite a few.
Right.
And then as far as like the build, I mean, you've seen the process. This, holy moly. We were sitting here for, I don't know, a couple of weeks. I had a third guy in here. You just, like, they're all hand cut and hand shaped because of the curve. Like each and every one of them. Wow. It's insane. Yeah, there's, none of this is CNC. Like you have the big plates, you rip them through the table saw, make long strips, measure, cut them. Then you got to sand the top. We got to mark the top, and then you have to sand all the notches so they get in. It was a lot. It's a lot of pieces of that puzzle.
Jeez.
And then you've probably seen these guys here.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about those chain plates.
No.
They'll never come off.
So you're going to do the gel coating, as in, you know, the gel coat sheets?
Fiberglass panels.
Fiberglass panels,
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to do gel coat or just paint.
Right.
Probably whatever's quicker, because I'm probably going to be in a place where I'm like, okay, I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, gel coating it after the fact is probably going to be difficult if you ever want to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's going to, you know, which ones. I know I know Tim uses gel coat, right?
Yeah, it's just chop strand mat, gel coat.
Yeah, so job strand, we're going to do that. I was looking into finished fiberglass panels, and it's just expensive.
Yeah.
Also because of shipping, because they're big. So we're probably going to make our own. Now, one thing I'm not going to do is the ceiling is going to be, I'm going to have these snap-on buttons here, and it's going to be either 4 or 6 mil, like lightweight marine ply with a vinyl liner that has a bit of close cell foam core.
Yep.
And then you make them and you just snap them on, and you can just take them down. What it does, it creates about a 10 mil gap
Right.
So you have airflow. So there shouldn't be any
Sure.
condensation. Carl did it on his boat.
Okay.
And he said, so far no problem. So I'm gonna do the panels on the walls everywhere, but the ceilings are the shower's gonna be obviously fiberglass.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how long that's gonna take. I have no idea.
Yeah. And you're going to spray foam.
Spray foam, yeah. I'm gonna have somebody come in and do that.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be a little messy.
Wow, dude, this is wow, it's just so much work, isn't it?
It's insane. It's insane. But when you start, you don't really think about it. You think, oh yeah, because in the beginning things happen quickly. Like
Right.
the hulls,
Yeah.
3 months, 4 months, and then
Yeah.
you put the bulkheads up and things are moving. You're like, okay, this is, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, like the hatches were the first one. Took me forever. I was up in here on a table, tigging all winter, and it's so many little things. And then as you go, like you're like, okay, we're done. And then last week we were like, oh, one more day. We ended up being 3 days to finish all the little things.
Yeah.
Like now I know we're at the very, very end, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. But it's like, you just all the little, you don't think of that when you start.
Yeah.
So yeah, if somebody says, 2 years I want to go sailing, buy one, unless you have like 4 people on it. I mean, I saw the Hull Brothers second build like that. I mean, really fast.
Yeah.
It's once you've done one, it's you just know how to,
Yeah.
Again, a lot of time was spent like figuring out.
Yeah.
We had to figure out all the math on the windows. I mean,
Yes.
there's numbers on the plans. Well, I stood the walls up, changes all the
Change.
numbers, and then you have to batten it. So yeah, when people have all these changes that they want to do, it's great. You can do whatever you want, but every change here adds something over somewhere else, or it's more than you think.
Yes.
Like just changing this, the size of this was,
Yeah.
the tubing, bending that. I mean, that was kind of like, and then, so you can see how changing that lifted the whole ceiling up.
Yep.
I had to build a box for the
Right.
mast. So my mast step doesn't stick out. It's actually inside
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of little things you don't think about. Then
Well,
I'm going
man.
to pull my list out for him.
Yeah. Man, I appreciate you showing us this. This is amazing to see, and we've got some viewers who are, dead keen to start something like this.
Yeah.
So you're either going to deter them or inspire them. I'm not sure which one.
I mean, it's like I said, would I do it again? No, but it's because I want to go and sail. But am I glad I did it? Yeah, absolutely.
And it's the only assured way of getting a mumby. Or it's the nearest thing to assurance.
Yeah. You
Because
can get in line and see hopefully something. And like I said, the guy I have here, he'll build one, but I don't want to people like next spring he's got a slot open, but it's got to be, I'm not gonna throw his number out there and people call him and just kind of like but he knows what he's doing. Like and he's built one, so he'll be quicker on the second one too.
Yeah.
And
Exactly. Yeah,
and he's been, I've vetted through a few people, and I have the people now in place that can actually do it. Again, like I did pretty much all the fabrication myself, but I had him in. He knows, I had him in, and he can weld. Like this guy knows how to weld aluminum.
Well,
So
there is a Mumby group on Facebook, and I'm a member. Dan's a member. So if you need to sort of get in touch, find out who is this guy.
he's on there too.
He's on there too. All right.
Yeah, but I think he's lurking in the background.
He's just he's a watcher.
He's watching. Yeah.
Oh man,
Hey, it was nice meeting you guys.
nice to meet you.
And
well done. For this,
hopefully, on my way south, maybe I'll cross you out there on the ocean.
Yeah. All right.
If you decide to put in the water someday.
We will.
All
in the
right.
next year or two. Cheers, guys.